YouTube, we got work to do. What's good? What's good? This is JTE Entertainment, where we focus on money, business, finance, relationships. We bundle those things in together because we want to change the culture and we want to change that mindset. So while y'all are here, go ahead, like, comment, share, subscribe, spread this word to your mama, your grandmama, your fake mama, your fake cousins, your friends, your fake friends, your frenemies, everybody, so we can get this message, all right? So what I wanted to do today, I wanted to dive into what Elon Musk did October the 7th. He announced that he was officially moving to Austin, Texas. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to provide a timeline of events that led up to this. Excuse me if I'm kind of got a smirk because I kind of think this is funny. So this was tweeted out May the 9th, 2020. Frankly, this is the last straw. Tesla will now move its HQ and future programs to Texas/Nevada immediately. If we retain Fremont manufacturing activity at all, it would be dependent on how Tesla is treated in the future. Tesla is the last car maker left in California. So he tweeted that out May 9th due to some of the new rules, policies that were enacted during, I don't want to say, that. So I'm just going to call it the blip. So during the blip, all of these kind of crazy policies were set in place. They would not let him open up his factory, even though these people wanted to work, right? And he gave options. If you want to work, you can go ahead and work. And if you don't, you don't have to. So he gave those options, but they still would not let him work. So after that, fast forward to October the 7th, he announces that he's moving his HQ headquarters to Austin, Texas in a shareholders meeting. SpaceX is also in Texas. So, it seems like the best plan for him. Texas has a lot of incentives and benefits that California has or won't provide. I think the number one reason is the ability to work there and less regulations, and last but not least, the cost of living. So he has, according to Google, from 2020, he has about 70,757 employees there. So it's safe to say that most, if not all of those employees are going to be moving to Texas, which means that 70,000 people and their families are going to dip or throwing up deuces to Cali, right? So you may be like, well, JTE, what in the world does that have to do with small businesses? What does that have to do with being an entrepreneur? I'm glad you asked that. Usually when the manufacturing comes into a city, they subcontract work out. And what that city does, what that city planner does, they start expanding. They start advertising. We got Tesla here. So Apple, how about you bring another Apple store here? Gap, Old Navy. How about you bring another place here? So so those 70,000 people create other jobs that's around them. That gives a local business an opportunity to expand because they have more exposure. Whereas it was 100,000 people that had visibility to. Now they have 170,000 people that they have visibility to, right? And so what that means for Texas and what that means for Austin, they got these new people. The city planner is probably already have plans in place to bring in new businesses, and not only bring in new businesses, but expand the housing market, expand the renters market. So this affects them in a really positive way. Now, California, they're going to be salty because you got 70,000 people moving. Those small businesses there, they're going to be upset because that 70,000 less people that they're going to be exposed to. That local coffee shop, that local computer store, that local bike shop, they're not going to have that same type of traffic as they once did before. And just to put this in perspective, I did this too. So I went to realtor.com and I looked up Palo Alto, and what I did, I priced it as a single family home, 3-bed, 2 baths, and I sorted it by the lowest price. And guys, when I say I had to double check, I double checked to make sure that this was the lowest price. All right. So right now for a 3-bed, 2 bath, 1,200 square feet, you're looking at $1.68 million for a 1,200 square foot house. So when you tell me that when in my mind, when I think of $1 million house, I'm thinking of, a light up driveway, like the lights come on automatically as I pull into the driveway. I'm thinking of 20-foot ceilings, marble floors. I'm thinking you got a violinist in the kitchen playing while you cooking. I'm thinking that I'm seeing that you got a moat back there, and I'm seeing some real mermaids. I'm like, dang, dude, you got real mermaids. Yeah, man, it's $1 million house. So when you tell me you got $1 million house, this don't look like it's it. This is what they say $1 million house looks like in California. I'm just saying. All right, so I did that, and then I went to, okay, let's see what Austin is working with. What are their prices like? So I did the same thing, guys. Priced it as a single family home, 3 beds, 2 baths, and I sorted it by the lowest price. So right now, $235,000 for a 3-bed, 3 bath, not even 2, 1,600 square feet. So I'm getting more house, and I'm cutting the cost of my house almost 8 times. Guys, almost 8 times. So these people's buying power is going to increase dramatically once they move over there to Texas, excuse me. And I mean, I don't know how better else to say this. Like, he should have moved a long time ago, my opinion. Or those employees are going to be like, man, we should have moved a long time ago. Because their pay is not going to change when they move over there. When they relocate, he's not going to decrease their pay just because they're in a different state. But $235,000 for more house, and like I said, man, 1.68, almost 8 times. So I just can't believe that. I just cannot believe that. I mean, so and I just want to throw this out there. So let's just say one of these people actually did buy a. Let's just say one of these 70,000 employees had a house, and this is their house that's for sale. That's for 1.68, 1.9, almost $2 million, right? So let me see. Typically, when you put down on a house, they want to see 20%. I'm just gonna say 20%. So 1.98 times 20%. That's $396,000. So they probably had to put that down, $396 down. So let's just say the next couple did that, and they sold their house. So they're selling their house now, and they're moving to Texas. So once they move to Texas, they have $400,000. They can go ahead and just put down on a house that's going to be. Let's look for a $400,000 house. That's going to be bigger and better than what they were in California. I'm still scrolling. I'm just going. Let me see. Let me go to the next page. I'm just going to say 400. Should have just Googled it. Oh, they can get a new 4-bed, 2-bath, 1,800 square foot house. Brand new, right? They ain't even got to pay. It's guys. So they basically, if I'm just using this as an example, they basically bought a house cash, sold this $1 point some odd $1 million house, and got a house cash. So they may have a lot of other money to play with if they want to invest, if they want to save, if they want to do this and they want to do that. So I'm saying this to say this, guys. Get involved in your local politics. See who these people are at City Hall. See who these people are at the City Council, because they are the ones that are making up these rules. They are the ones implementing these either good policies or bad policies within your city. Because I guarantee you, I don't think it'll be hard to find somebody that's excited, that's not working with Tesla, that's excited that they're moving, that they want them to go out of California. I would be pressed to find somebody like that. So the rules and the regulations of these policy holders impacted these small businesses, impacted these local coffee shops, impacted these bike shops, impacted these small grocery stores, and some of these bigger stores that they may have out there that doesn't have the same type of traffic as they once did. So it is important for these local businesses to go ahead and get involved, see who these people are, rub elbows with them, introduce yourself, let them know what you do in the community so they can put a face to it. So once they come up with these crazy rules, you speak up and you let these other businesses know and speak up as well. Because I guarantee you a lot of these people were speaking up and speaking out against these policies that California was implementing during the blip. I'm going to end it right here because I can feel myself getting heated. Again, last but not least, get involved. It is not political. It is your right, and it is your right to stay educated, and it is your right to make sure these politicians, these people that you elect, don't mess up your money. This is JT Entertainment, and I am out.